Hey everyone, Paul the Virtual Investor here. And what I want to talk about today is your New Year's resolutions and how you can follow through with them. So it's one thing to write down on paper what you want to do. It's a whole other thing on figuring out how to get there, because it's more than just writing down what you want. You have to have a game plan on how to get what you want, right? In order to get to here, you need to have a game plan that takes you and leads you to there, to that path, right? To get to where you want to be. So if you want to, say you want to buy 10 houses per month, how do you get 10 deals per month? It's always a numbers game, right? So you're going to have to figure out how to ramp up your marketing if you're a direct mail guy on how to do that. For us, we just got to bid on a lot more properties if we want to get to a certain number. And I'm not a big fan of certain numbers. I'm not a fan of a certain amount of deals. What I'm more a fan of is saying, I want to get to this amount of revenue per month. In order to get to this amount of revenue based on how many deals you did last year, what the average profit was, that's how you get there, right? So let's say your average profit is $10,000 and you want to make $60,000 per month. Well, if you want to make $60,000 per month, you need 6 deals to get you there. And if on average, you have to bid on, let's say 15 properties to get one, well, do the math there. That'll lead you on how to get to where you need to be. So make sure when you're writing your resolutions or you're figuring out exactly what you're going to do for your game plan for 2022, that you have a strategy on how to get there. Without a strategy, your game plan is just going to fail. I mean, this is something I've learned year in and year out. It's pretty simple, it's pretty basic, and I do not set huge expectations for myself as far as having these ridiculously outlandish goals. I try to make them realistic and attainable and continue to drive. And I want to exceed those goals if I possibly can, right? It's one thing to get there. It's another one to exceed it. And how do you exceed your goals, right? How do you exceed expectations? So writing down your goals is great, but now you need a game plan on how to get there. All right, that's one thing. Now let's talk about how to improve your life and your health. So in order to improve your health, you have to figure out, one, have a healthier diet, right? Eat less or eat better things. So I love Chick-fil-A, so I'm going to reduce how much I have Chick-fil-A. I've already done that this year. I don't think I've had it at all this year yet, which is great. I mean, we're only 17 days into January here, halfway through the month, but I'm going to continue that for as long as I possibly can, and eat more salad, eat more chicken Caesar salad, eat more healthy, lean foods, and continue to do intermittent fasting. That's my goal, and how to stay healthy and keep the weight down. And then work out more. I have a couple of specific things I'm doing, a couple of specific exercises I want to do. And the other thing is I want to maintain my flexibility, because as you get older, your muscles lose elasticity. So stretching becomes one of the most important things you could do as you get older. You see a lot of people, they struggle to bend over, they struggle to get up and down. It's because they're losing the flexibility and losing elasticity in their muscles. So stretching is one of the most important things. Yoga, if you could do that, will really, really help you. So that's one of the things I'm looking to do. I stretch every day now, spend about 10 to 15 minutes stretching in the morning, getting loose before I ever do any exercise. And then if I go to do an exercise later, I'll just stretch a little bit more, do a little bit of pre-stretching before I go into my exercise routine. So things to get you healthy are just as important, because if you're healthy up here and you're healthy physically, you're going to be more healthy in your business. They all are intertwined, and also in your relationship. So let's talk about that. Whether you're married, single, or whatever, if you're looking to make your relationship better, you got to carve out times in the day, in the week, in the month when you're with your spouse. Whether you have a date night once a week, let's say a standing date night, and it can vary. It doesn't have to be locked in Wednesday night. You're doing it. You're going to have that night every week. It can vary. Just make sure you do it. And if you can't do a night, maybe you just do a lunch. Say you don't have time, your schedule, the kids have too much stuff going on, then just make it a date lunch. And it'd just be a heck of a lot easier for you if you give yourself some flexibility. You can't be so rigid that you don't bend. There's too many business owners that do that. So no, it's got to be this way. No, don't do that. Come on. Don't make it so rigid. It can make sense. Whether it's lunch, whether it's breakfast, whether it's dinner, you can still spend that time and have the same effect that you're going to have. So keep the mindset that way. Keep your mind open and have your goals. Make sure you know how you're going to attain your goals, because if you don't know how you're going to attain your goals, you're not going to attain your goals. It's pretty simple, really simple, simple as that. All right, guys, so I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, make sure you give us a thumbs up and hit the like button, subscribe to the channel for more content coming. Thanks, guys. See you on the next one.